What is up, guys? It's Bankrupt Dope, back again with another video, and today we are back on Star Rail, but we're not actually playing the game. We're talking, right? We gotta talk. You know, there's more stuff that's gonna keep happening, and I just want to cover it as a person that doesn't have a following for real, and that works at a job, right? Like we just need to go over some things, right? Let's break it down, right? So, Gacha Smack recently posted a video reacting to Braxophone's showcase for Akron, which he did end up throwing a disclaimer out, talking about how if you react to this, that you can get a strike for that, right? And the whole question is Gacha Smack right? And to some people, the saying is, yeah, like, what did Gacha Smack do wrong? He's just testing the waters. You know, like, shout outs to him. He's testing the waters. He wants to see if it's, like, something that they're actually enforcing. And if they are enforcing it, he's going to try to go through legal. And he's going to work with legal representatives to, you know, combat MiHoYo or whatever. So some people are like, yeah, what he did was right, perfectly fine, nothing wrong. He's just testing and he's going to combat if there are consequences for what he does. He's not dumb. There are people that say it's bad, right? They're saying it's like, he's doing this because he has another job. He's doing it because he has 3 strikes. Like, none of these things that he's doing are real and applicable to somebody who is going to continue to make content in the MiHoYo space and plays this game solely as a Genshin and a Honkai Star Rail creator and get sponsored by them continuously, right? So it's all like he's being disingenuous to those kind of people, and it's all like the people that are actually on their paycheck, or as you could say, like this is their livelihood. That doesn't apply to them. They're not gonna, as people say, they're not gonna poke the bear to test something. So I just want to break this down, right? In a way of an actual work setting, right? Let me break this down in an actual work setting, right? There just truthfully, there are different types of people in the work setting. Take it from a person that actually works. I've seen it in all the jobs that I had even when I was younger. You have your outspoken people that will blatantly call out problems and things that they need to improve, right? You have the people that talk about the problem. Let me rephrase that. The first people talk about those problems and they say it to the boss and the people who are in charge. They make their voices known. That's one set of people. You have the people that talk, but they only talk amongst their coworkers, and it ends up sounding more like gossip more than anything, because these are not things that they would ever say to any form of management. And when they are talking about something that needs to change, the moment a figurehead what to approach somebody in power, they go quiet. So I put them under the category of the gossipers. They talk about all the problems, but they will never actually say it because they don't want to deal with any of the consequences or changes that comes with actually speaking out. They don't want to deal with that. And then you have the people that simply just say nothing. They go with the flow. They're just trying to get through and go about their day, right? Now there's more subcategories you can go into for different kinds of people in a job, right? I see some people already trying to discredit Gacha Smack, saying, well, since he has another job, he's automatically out of the count. And that him complaining out loud doesn't matter because he has another job, and other creators who are fully into Star Rail and who only have Star Rail and Genshin Impact, for example, or as a job, it's not fair to them. And I will just blatantly tell you right now that that is cap. That is not true. Because this same thing, the thing that I just said applies to a job where you have to go out to a site for 8 hours a day for 40 hours a week. Those people exist there, and they exist in this same space. So for people out there that are just trying to say that Gacha Smack only is doing this because he has a second job is not true. In my opinion, Gacha Smack seems like the kind of guy that will, I don't know him personally. I can only assume that he would do this in real life as well. But let me not assume things. Let me just tell you in personal experience about me. I work at a company, and there are things that I think should change. There's There's only one other person along the company that I have worked with so far that also sees things that need to change and has blatantly said them out loud. And yes, it does stir a pot. It does get people thinking. It gets your coworkers now thinking about new things, and also, but it also gets the bosses to look at you like, "Why'd you say that? Why'd you do that?" And now they're interested in you, and not for a good way. It's like, what's your motive? What are you trying to do? And it just creates a weird environment. It does change things when you speak out. Now, people like me and my coworker, we don't mind bosses looking at us. It doesn't bother us, because at the end of the day, we will prefer a quality change for the better than just to sit in whatever we're in and be comfortable with it. You can be comfortable with something and it still not be optimal. And I am a person that in a work environment, I would rather things be better than just sit there and get comfortable with whatever, like the mid thing. I don't do that. So with all that being said, let's say I am Gacha Smack in this situation, right? Like, I made the video, I reacted to it. It's not wrong that I made it. Does it make things uncomfortable? Yes. But am I wrong? No. Am I rash? No. That doesn't make you rash and or wrong to speak up against the head, even if it means putting eyes on you. People are, I don't know how, for a lack of better words, people are just quite literally made different. There are some people who are always going to speak up even if it bites them. I mean, you should learn when to not to do that. And I don't think that Gacha Smack did anything wrong in my opinion. I really don't think so. And yes, Hoyoverse may just change the way the system works. And you're like, oh, well, he was just rash in doing it. Maybe he was. But how can you say for sure that him doing nothing would make the change if it does change? Like, these are things that we just simply don't know, and we won't know, because it's not hard for me, just to make a post saying, hey, by the way, we're giving access to everybody if you just ask for it, in terms of like our content creators. We were going to do this the whole time, and that wasn't the plan anyway. They just did it in response to all the backlash. Like, we'll never know at this point what their future intents are going to be for this thing, because at the end of the day, like I said, they can just change based off of how we have now reacted and how the community now feels about it all. So, all that to say, is Gacha Smack right now? Like I said, is he wrong? I don't think so. I don't think it's wrong. Is he right? You can say no, he's not right. Like I said, it's very subjective. A quiet person, a person who does not speak up in a work setting, is going to say that you're doing too much, you're too loud, you need to just keep your head down. A person who's generally outspoken in a work setting will say that he was perfectly fine, he did nothing wrong, he's standing up against the bosses for something that they think is wrong. Like, do you see the problem here, right? I don't think, like it really does just depend on what kind of person you are, whether you're gonna say he's right or wrong. I've seen chats, I'm watching a couple streams that people stream that I don't normally watch, and I'm reading chat, in chat, like some people just blindly like, yeah, dude's tripping. Gacha Smack is stupid for this. Like, why would we do that? And you see other people's like, nah, he's right. Like, what do you mean? I mean, that's classic chat. Like, obviously, there's gonna be two different sides, but I think that just comes down to what kind of person you are in general, right? I think that's safe to say that it's going to boil down to who you are. But I think it's not fair. Sorry, I start talking too much. It is not fair to say that Gacha Smack only does this because that's second up. And that's the thing that got me, right? I just don't think that that's a valid argument in the space, because that's you essentially saying that's how the real world works, and that's not how the real world works. Because in the real world, amongst people that are working in corporate America or nonprofits or whatever, the same thing rises. There are still people that will blatantly go up against policies or just little things like that and put a target on them back to get the change. So let's not try to say that he only did it because he has a second job and it's like, oh yeah, it's all like he can do that. Like, that's not fair to him. It is not fair to him. I don't think that's a valid argument at all. But that's all I really have to say for this video specifically. I'll save everything else I have to say for a different one. I know I get long-winded, so I'm going to make this one short, and I'm going to cut it right here. But yeah, Let me know how you guys feel. Like I said, 'cause I think at the end of the day, this does just quite literally boil down to who you are, like, and how you, just what kind of person you are. Are you quiet into yourself and you like to stay in the back, or do you like to be loud, outspoken in the front? Do you care for injustice? Do you care for, like, I think it just depends on you at the end of the day. So I think the people that got you smacked are a certain kind of people, and the people that are against him are a certain kind of people. I don't, just for lack of better words, I just think that's how it ultimately boils down. And I don't think there is a, like, oh, he was right or wrong. I just think that he's going to make things uncomfortable, and some people do not like uncomfortable situations. At the end of the day, I just think there are a lot of people who don't like uncomfortable. They rather be comfortable, and it's as simple as that. But that's it. Sparkle's putting the phone down. We're done talking. We don't have anything else to talk about today. Thank you for watching if you watch. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.